Hey guys, Zylika. Just trying to stick to my commitment of going live every Wednesday night for as long as I can because it's tough sometimes to go live every Wednesday. But I wanted to talk today about keto and carbs and my weekend. Um, it got kind of crazy this weekend. I'll say this. So this is the year that everyone I know is hitting a big milestone, whether they're getting married or having a big birthday year, including me. It's just so much going on this year. So with all that's going on, hey, Chance, with all that's going on, uh, it seems like I'm traveling a lot, or there's always some event. And now it's like, how do I get past these events without gaining a million pounds? Because as I always say, I'm very prone to gaining weight, just because I've been overweight my entire life. So I'm doing my best to stick to my keto diet or in the keto way of eating, keto lifestyle with some planned cheats. Like that's how I have to do it. Hey, Kelsey. Oh my gosh, I said Kelsey. That's embarrassing. Hey, Kelsey. So the way I look at it is we have to allow ourselves planned cheats if that's how we're gonna live, right? If I was that person that I'm a chef, let's say, and I'm someone who preps everything. So I meal prep and do all this other stuff. That's not me, by the way. But if I was that person, I would be so good at like these planned cheats, right? I would just bring my stuff, bring all these keto snacks and just be, killing it, right? But that's just not me. Hey, Crystal. Hey, thanks. So I'm not that person. I am just a regular person who has learned the keto diet and now teaches others how to do it. And I've lost weight doing it. And every so often I mess up. So this weekend, another major milestone. A friend of mine was turning 40, and so we all went to Florida. And I was like, okay, I know that on Saturday, I'm probably going to cheat. So I'm going to stick to my keto on Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday, if I have a cheat, fine. And then I'll go back to it, go back to keto when I get back. And what I find is this is the bad part. Every time I have a cheat, like I had pancakes, regular pancakes, because I didn't have my stuff for my keto pancakes. So I had regular pancakes at this really cool restaurant out there, and everything was like fresh and like everything, they get the food from a farm and it's that whole thing. Oh, thank you so much. San, Santrica, I think I'm saying it right. Yeah, Santrica. I'm pretty sure I got that. If I don't, I'm embarrassed. So anyway, so I had pancakes, regular pancakes, and my goodness, the way my body feels after having like carbs, major carbs, is just horrible. Like I felt like my knees immediately like inflamed. Like all of a sudden my knees were hurting, my feet were bothering me, my stomach got bigger. Like it was insane. And I'm sure it didn't happen immediately, but obviously some of that's in my mind. But it's just crazy how I'm seeing the effects that carbs have on me. And so I realized that if I'm going to plan a cheat, then I also need to plan a rest day or something because I am going to be in so much pain. And then I start thinking, is the cheat worth it? Like, is it worth it to have those pancakes if my knees are going to hurt and my feet are going to swell up and my stomach's going to swell up and everything's going to be weird? So I am basically trying to work out a plan for this year, right? This 2019 year when all these milestones are happening, to figure out what I'm going to do. Let me see. I felt like the C is like an S. Oh, really? Oh, man. So it's Centrisa? I feel like I'm wrong. I'm ridiculous. Anyway, so I have to essentially plan out this year to not have these cheats and also to keep moving forward. Oh, I did get it right. Okay. So, you know what I realized is in order to plan out these cheats properly, I have to make smart goals for myself for the year. Like we do this, we think, okay, I'm going to make all these goals and I am going to lose 74 pounds this year. And I'm going to be doing all these different things. But then there's a year like this with all these milestones. And I don't want to constantly be down on myself if I do have a slip, right? And so what I've had to start doing is plan my goals better. Because if I have all these outlandish goals, then I will go and start planning toward these goals. And every time I slip, I'll be down on myself. I think, oh man, I suck. Oh man, I'm not gonna hit that goal. Oh man, I'm not gonna do this. And so what I'm saying this to say we have to start thinking in advance. We have to understand where we are in the lives we live, right? We can't compare ourselves to others and their goals and their journey. We have to put ours together ourselves and think it through and be realistic with it, right? I mean, I had this video where I lost 30 pounds in 30 days, right? Is that something that you're going to do? Like, and I showed how I did it and how strict I was and how ridiculous I was the entire time. And it was tough, but I did it. And you can do that, but you have to think, does it make sense for you and your lifestyle and what you're doing in your life right now? So I was just saying that to say we can't assume that we're going to do everything other people do, and we can't assume that our lofty goals make sense every time we turn around. Like in 2017, I lost 100 pounds, right? But am I doing that in 2019? No. Am I even going to hit like my major goal in 2019 weight wise? I could, but I don't know, you know? So I'm going to be smart about it. I'm going to make smaller goals this year because I know this is a crazy year for me. So, anyways, I'm going to see this. Kelsey saying I'm going to start keto diet next week. Um, I am 10. I don't know what that means, Chance. So yeah, start next week. The keto diet, it's so honestly, it is so healthy for us. It's healing. I talk about this all the time, how it heals. Keto heals, right? But what folks don't understand, like it's so funny when someone tells me that they're having some sort of ailment, like my new go-to is like, have you tried keto? Because and I know it sounds crazy. I know I'm like a keto pusher now, right? But I just thought about what it did for me and my body, right? That my knees healing, the inflammation in my body. I mean, I wish I could I wish I had more video of me back when I was 330 pounds so folks could see the way I used to walk. It was scary and it was sad. And it was like, I mean, to be a 33-year-old woman walking like that is like, like I could not walk. Like I could walk, but I was limping. I could not chase after my kids and, do the things that I can do now. It's insane. And it healed me. Keto healed me from that standpoint. Also, I'm I do all my research and everything. Every time a new like journal and things come out, I'm like on it, reading it, and just trying to continue. I'm always learning and always growing in this keto journey. Like we all are. So it's being linked to improvements in everything from lupus, to MS, multiple sclerosis, to epilepsy. I actually know someone personally that was healed through keto from epilepsy, to reversing type 2 diabetes, to helping to manage type 1 diabetes. Like, it's insane. And I kind of feel like bonus weight loss, right? I feel like weight loss is almost a bonus to keto as opposed to it being the main driver anymore. Because again, I've talked about this before. I have a client that was on 9 medications and is now down to 1 medication. So 9 medications every day. Every day she'd take 9 pills. And now she's on 1. Now she takes 1. Like, it's crazy what it can do for you. Hey, Alika, I started keto officially about a week ago or so. A week or so now. I lost 6 pounds, but now it's like a standstill. I cheated once and work out 30 minutes 3 times a week. I don't know. Maybe I'm eager to lose more. So every time we cheat, it brings us, it can pull us out, right? Unless we have a whole thing we have to do when we cheat, because we have to basically flush the cheat out through like drinking tons of water and different things like that. If you're at a standstill, and it's only been 2 weeks, you really shouldn't be at a standstill yet. But if you are, try changing something up. So maybe you increase the workout. So instead of 30 minutes, you do 45 minutes, right? Or maybe you play with your fats a little bit. What are your macros looking like? Maybe you gotta maybe for a week, you have to start like really tracking everything that you eat. Excuse me, just to make sure that you're on point, and then you can go back away from tracking. So those are some of the things that you can try and think of doing. Santrisa, Says started last month. I don't know why I keep burping. Started last month and I'm already 21 pounds down. Yes. See, and that's the way that I love that. I love that. And you can be down 21 pounds. Like keto can help you can lose weight fast on keto. You know, um, I posted on Facebook, not Facebook, yeah, I guess Facebook and Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, start following me. It's Lika's underscore keto underscore life on Instagram. But I posted on Instagram, and I'm going to show you guys if I think it should show up. I can't see why it wouldn't. Um, one of my clients, and this is a new client shoot. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, there you go. New client. So March 4th to March 30th, 27 pounds. I mean, it's not a game, guys. This is serious. Hey, Latasha, I'm in your spring challenge. Yes. And one of the things that sold me was that keto helped my 6-year-old daughter with her seizures. Yes. The epilepsy, right? That's what I was literally just talking about that, Latasha, because I know one of my friend's sons was cured of epilepsy. Essentially, he no longer has seizures. So at least it's in remission, I guess. But yeah, he no longer has seizures, and it's keto. She put her whole family on the keto diet for him, and she started losing weight too. And she's like, I can't believe I'm losing weight doing this. But yeah, it's a game changer. She was averaging 77 seizures a week down to currently no obvious seizures. Oh my goodness, what a blessing. I'm telling you. Yes, Latasha, and like so many people are being healed through this way of eating. And that's why if you look like Jillian Michaels and some of those other folks are so against keto and they're talking poorly about it and they've got all this stuff to say, all these negative things to say. Why are they saying all these negative things and pushing carbs at us? Because that's how, pharma gets paid, right? Big pharma gets paid when we're eating carbs because carbs don't work well for our bodies, right? So what it does is we end up with inflammation, we end up with lack of focus, ADHD, autism, like all these different things. They're starting to link back to gluten and carbs in our body. So once we remove those and start letting fat actually run our body, which is what it's meant to do, and we are actually getting our energy from fat and using fat for basically for everything in our body, for our functions, we're able to not only have more focus, more brain clarity, and then our body starts to heal, hormones, everything. Like our hormones become more balanced. That's why people who have like endometriosis, PCOS, and things like that are able to get pregnant now, and are finding that many of the symptoms from those are going away. It's a game changer. She is thriving, and I'm so happy for her. Her personality is shining through. Oh gosh, she about to make me cry. We're talking about reducing to eliminating her meds. Yes, my friend's son is no longer on meds too. Like that is amazing to see that and to hear that about your daughter. Blessings to you. Congratulations. I'm so happy that you found that you found keto. Like I told my friend that she should actually, I mean, she does, she's done amazing promoting it at hospitals and things like that. But I'm like, promote it worldwide, nationwide, go on YouTube, tell people about it because it is huge. Kelsey, do I have advice for type 2 diabetes? I mean, oh yes, one thing I will say for you as a type 2 diabetic, make sure you tell your doctor that you are on the keto diet and that you're eating the ketogenic lifestyle now or a ketogenic diet now, because what happens is your blood sugar is much lower on keto, obviously. And so when you have a lower blood sugar already from the keto diet, and so your numbers are starting to be a little more on the normalized side, and then you take your metformin or whatever diabetes medication you have to take that also lowers your blood sugar, you could get to a point where you faint or have some different reactions. So what you want to do is make sure you're letting them know so they can reduce your dosage, because you don't need something that's lowering your blood sugar when your blood sugar is already low, because that can cause other issues. So that is one piece of advice I would give you. I'm no medical professional, but I've seen that happen to people where they are taking their diabetes medication on excuse me, on top of being on keto, and it is not it's not a pretty sight sometimes. I've heard of some folks having to be rushed to emergency room and things like that from it. So make sure you've talked to them and let them know what you're that you're doing this, and that you're going to need to either like keep an eye on your medications or something. Um, I've also had clients with high blood pressure that have had to go and reduce their meds on their high blood pressure medication as well because of keto. So yeah, it's truly a game changer. I had to drink some water, sorry. Oh my gosh. So again, like one thing I want to always tell you guys is if you do cheat, I know someone had mentioned that I can't even remember who it was. Oh, I think it was Queen 30 had mentioned that she's been on keto and she cheated once. If you cheat, don't let that become like your whole day. Like if you cheat once, and let's say you have a bite of a cookie that your child brought home or something. I don't know why your kid would bring home a cookie, but whatever. I'm just going to say that, right? So you have a bite of that cookie. Don't turn that into you eating 5 cookies after that. Have that bite and then move on, right? You've tasted it. Now you're no longer craving it. Move on and go right back to it. Drink tons of water so that you can flush that crap out of you and keep it moving. Like you don't want to turn a small cheat into a big cheat into, a day of cheating into a week of cheating. And now it's a whole domino effect. And 4 months later, you're up 50 pounds. You want to make sure that and that happened to me. So that's why I can say it. That's why I'm saying it. You want to make sure that you change it up. I mean, that you stop it in its tracks. That you're not moving forward with those with that extra food. Saint Teresa says, "Why do I crave so much meat?" You may just need more additional protein. It's funny. Like when we eat our normal American diet, right, which is tons of carbs, like our body doesn't we don't know how to listen to our body anymore, so we don't understand what we're doing. Like we totally lost the concept of what our body knows and what our body's doing, what our body's craving or wants. And so a lot of times you may not be getting enough protein, and you may have been craving protein previously, but what's happened is you didn't have a clue. So you just thought you were hungry, and then you were just eating, I don't know, ice cream or something. I have no clue, right? I say ice cream because I love ice cream, but you may have just been eating whatever, right? But now you're feeling, oh my goodness, my body needs that protein, and that's why you're starting to crave meat, right? So if you actually eat it, then and you're getting a sufficient amount, your body won't crave it anymore. So your body craves what it needs. Like sometimes you'll start to crave like sugar, and what that means a lot of times is that you're low on sodium, which is funny. Eat a pickle or eat something that's going to help you to build up your electrolytes, because a lot of times just means your electrolytes are low and you're craving something and you don't know what you're craving. I know that sounds odd, but that's what tends to happen a lot of times. I used to crave meat like crazy because my iron was low. Yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah, if your iron is low, you may start craving, especially red meat. Sorry, I made that face. I don't do a lot of red meat, and I just pictured it in my head, and it just seemed nasty. It's funny. I usually have really fairly low iron because, again, I don't eat much red meat, and I get mine from a lot of like green vegetables. But I'm freezing all the time, and part of that is because my iron's a little low. But yeah, you can do it through vegetables too, because I just keep envisioning red meat. I don't really do much red meat. It's really rare. But that's just me, just because I honestly have no reason why. I'm just not a red meat person, I guess. All right. Any questions? Anything I can help you guys with? Because I wanted to keep this short today. I actually have to tape a video that I'm going to post hopefully tomorrow. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for joining. I hope everyone is enjoying their keto journey. There's so many options that you have for foods. If you go to my website, I have meal plans up there. But then even on YouTube in general, we all have recipes and things like that you can try. So give it a try, give it a go. Eat to your hunger. Don't eat to your cravings. Don't eat to to your habits, eat to your hunger. So, and yes, thank you for hitting the like button. Please always hit the like button on my videos. I post these. So I want to keep posting these. I want to keep doing stuff, and hopefully I can get to the point where I have a lot of followers, like 1 million followers, and I'm like miss YouTube. That's just in my mind. So, all right, thank you guys for joining. Stay going for it. Reach your goals and heal your body. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.